The film opens with a chaotic scramble, a scene that immediately grips you with its intensity. Bodies press against bodies in a desperate bid for survival, each person fighting for a breath of air. It's a stampede, a human wave crashing against the gates of Nanjing, a city on the brink of collapse. The air hangs thick with fear and the stench of sweat, a palpable tension that you can almost taste. Men crush each other, driven by terror, their eyes wide with panic and desperation. It's a scene that claws its way under your skin and stays there. I've always hated crowds, the way they suffocate and overwhelm. Even before the war, they made me uneasy, a mass of humanity that felt like it could swallow you whole. The press of bodies, the lack of control, the feeling of being swept away by a tide you can't resist. It's a primal fear, I suppose, one that taps into our deepest instincts for survival. But this scene, this crush of humanity at the gates of Nanjing, it taps into something deeper, something more visceral. It's the fear of being trapped, of being powerless, of losing your individuality in a sea of faces, of being just another face in a sea of suffering, another body in the crush. Lu Chuan doesn't shy away from the brutality of the situation, capturing every moment with unflinching honesty. He shows us the terror in the eyes of the fleeing civilians, the desperation in their movements, the sheer will to survive. It sets the stage for the horrors that are to come, a prelude to the nightmare that will unfold. Early in the film, we see Japanese soldiers grappling with their orders, their faces etched with uncertainty and fear. The lines blur between duty and conscience, creating a palpable tension that is hard to ignore. Some hesitate, questioning the brutality they are commanded to inflict, their hands trembling as they hold their weapons. This resonated with me deeply, bringing back memories of my own time in the service, where I too faced moments of moral conflict. Obedience is ingrained in a soldier, a fundamental part of military life. It's the backbone of discipline, the foundation of every unit, ensuring cohesion and order. But there are times when orders chafe against your core, against your very sense of right and wrong, causing inner turmoil. In City of Life and Death, Lu Chuan captures this internal struggle with unflinching honesty, portraying the soldiers' emotional battles. He shows us the faces of the Japanese soldiers, the young men caught between duty and despair, their expressions revealing their inner conflict. We see the doubt in their eyes, the way they avert their gaze from the horrors they are perpetrating, unable to reconcile their actions with their conscience. One scene that haunts me shows a group of terrified children hiding. They are huddled together, their small bodies trembling with fear. They are unarmed, innocent. Yet they are gunned down by Japanese soldiers, their small lives extinguished in a burst of gunfire. War is chaos. It's a whirlwind of noise and confusion, where fear reigns supreme. In the heat of battle, in the grip of adrenaline, it's easy to lose sight of your humanity. I remember an incident in Kuwait. We were on patrol, tense and on edge. A shadow moved in the distance, and for a split second we thought it was the enemy. The Chinese resistance, though outmatched, employs clever tactics. One scene depicts an ambush, a carefully orchestrated trap using a decoy. The element of surprise, the strategic use of terrain, it all felt eerily familiar. During my time in Vietnam, we relied heavily on guerrilla warfare. Hit and run tactics, ambushes, using the jungle itself as a weapon. It was about being invisible, a ghost in the shadows. The ambush scene in City of Life and Death brought back those memories, the tension, the anticipation, the sudden burst of violence. The scene is a masterclass in suspense, building slowly to a crescendo of violence that leaves you breathless. The film doesn't shy away from the uncomfortable reality of children participating in war. Young boys, barely teenagers, are shown carrying ammunition, their faces hardened beyond their years. It's a disturbing image, but one that reflects the harsh realities of many conflicts. I witnessed this firsthand in Kuwait. Young boys, barely old enough to shave, were thrust into the conflict. They were messengers, runners, even fighters at times. Their childhood stolen, replaced with the harsh realities of war. Lu Chuan's use of handheld cameras throughout the film is masterful. It places you right in the heart of the action. You're not just watching the events unfold, you're experiencing them. The shaky camera work, often employed in close-ups, creates a sense of immediacy, of raw, unfiltered reality. One particularly poignant scene shows a Japanese soldier interacting with a young Chinese girl. The camera focuses on their faces, capturing their emotions with an almost unbearable intimacy. The shaky footage only heightens the emotional impact, drawing you into their shared humanity. This technique, often used in war documentaries, blurs the line between fiction and reality. City of Life and Death doesn't shy away from depicting the horrors of sexual violence committed during the Nanjing massacre. These scenes are deeply unsettling, difficult to watch, and even harder to process. They are a stark reminder of the darkest depths of human cruelty. I won't go into detail about these scenes. The memories of my own experiences in Iraq are still too raw, too painful to revisit. Suffice it to say that Lu Chuan handles these sensitive subjects with the gravity they deserve. He doesn't exploit the victims or revel in their suffering. Instead, he presents their stories with a somber respect, allowing the weight of their experiences to speak for themselves. The appearance of a swastika in City of Life and Death is jarring. It's a symbol of hate, of genocide, of a darkness that engulfed the world. Its presence in a film about the Nanjing massacre serves as a chilling reminder that atrocities often have far-reaching consequences. The swastika is worn by John Raab, a German businessman who risked his life to protect Chinese civilians during the massacre. His presence in the film is a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there are flickers of hope. The inclusion of the swastika is a bold move by Lu Chuan. As the film progresses, the Japanese commander becomes increasingly disillusioned. He delivers a chilling line. Everyone dies in the end. It's a statement devoid of hope, a reflection of the utter despair that has consumed him. You see this in some soldiers, the ones who have stared into the abyss for too long. They reach a point where they accept death, not with bravery, but with a kind of weary resignation. The commander's words foreshadow his own downfall. He knows his actions will have consequences, that he will be held accountable for the atrocities he has committed. But there's a sense that he no longer cares. One scene in City of Life and Death features a soundtrack that evokes the sounds of Atlanta trap music. This choice is both surprising and thought-provoking, as it blends modern musical elements with historical storytelling. It's an unexpected juxtaposition, a jarring reminder of the present day amidst the horrors of the past. Yet it somehow works, creating a unique atmosphere that draws the viewer in. Music has a way of transcending time and place. It connects people across generations and cultures, creating a shared experience that is both powerful and emotional. It can evoke memories, emotions, and experiences that words simply cannot capture. The right melody can transport us back to a specific moment in time, making us feel as if we are reliving it. The use of trap music in this scene serves as a bridge between the past and the present, reminding us that the horrors of war are not confined to history books. They are ongoing and ever-present. They are a reflection of the violence that continues to plague our world today. The music underscores this reality, making the connection between past and present even more poignant. The inclusion of trap music is a testament to Lu Chuan's innovative approach to filmmaking. By blending different elements, he creates a narrative that is both timeless and relevant, challenging the audience to think deeply about the world we live in. The film culminates in a scene of heartbreaking finality. A Japanese soldier, haunted by the horrors he has witnessed and perpetrated, takes his own life. It's a stark reminder of the invisible scars that war leaves behind, the wounds that run deeper than any bullet or blade. I've known men who carried those scars. They walked among us, seemingly whole, but beneath the surface, they were broken, haunted by memories they couldn't escape, forever changed by the things they had seen and done. His death is a tragedy, a reminder that the true cost of war is often paid long after the guns have fallen silent. The film's closing line, "Life is more difficult than death," hangs in the air like a shroud. It's a profound statement, one that encapsulates the film's central theme, the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable suffering. To survive such horrors, to carry the weight of those memories, is its own kind of battle. It's a testament to the strength of the human will, the capacity for hope even in the darkest of times. Life, with all its complexities and challenges, can be a heavier burden to bear than death itself. But it is in those moments of struggle, in the face of adversity, that we discover our true strength.